ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Halloween makeup tutorial, and this one is going to be on the wonderful Elsa from Frozen. This movie has like taken over the entire world this year, so I definitely wanted to do a makeup tutorial because I feel like a lot of people are going to dress up as Elsa for Halloween, and honestly it's just a really gorgeous makeup look, and I probably would have recreated it anyway, so why not for Halloween? But yeah, obviously it's going to look a lot better if you're actually blonde, and if you're not, I definitely suggest getting a blonde wig and doing a braid on that rather than your brunette hair. But I wasn't about to go buy a wig just to use in this one movie and then never use it again. You get the gist. If this was yellow, if this was blonde, that would be Elsa. So yeah, if you want to learn how to become Queen Elsa from the movie Frozen for Halloween, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so we're going to start on the eyes. I've already got my brows on and I've primed. I'll list everything down below in the description box for what I used for my brows and priming. But yeah, we're just going to start on the eyes. All of the eyeshadows I'm going to be using today are from the Smashbox Masterclass 3 palette. I'm actually going to be using both the neutral side and the colorful side. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to go into the neutral side, and on an E40 brush, I'm going to take this shade over here called Nude, and this is just going to be our main like transition color. Just to make sure that all of the colors blend out nicely. So I'm just going to place this above my crease and work it backwards and forwards from the inner corner to the outer corner. Just make sure it's all nice and blended out. Okay, so now on an E25 brush, I'm going to jump into this shade over here called Papaya. Yeah, there you go. This shade here called Papaya, and it's like a nice, it's very similar to like Mango Tango from Makeup Geek, and it's got a little bit of shimmer running through it, but that's okay. It's not too much, so it'll still work in the crease. And we're just going to go from the outer corner to the inner corner in the crease with this shade. And you want to kind of blend it into that nude shade because her crease is very pink. So you want to blend it all together so that you have a nice pink gradient throughout the whole crease. Okay, so now I'm going to take this E45 brush and I'm going to go to this shade down here called Peony, which is the really hot pink shade in the palette. And this is going to go a little bit more defined throughout the crease just to kind of amp up the pink in there. So we're just going to run it along the line of the crease and then blend it into that papaya color. And this you want to go from the inner corner to the outer corner as well. Okay, so now I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and I'm actually just going to put this on the tip of my finger and basically pat it on to the lid of my eye, just as a nice base for like our brighter purples to stick to, because I want those shades to really pop on the lid. So I want to put down something white so that they kind of pop off of it and make them look even brighter and more pigmented. And I'm doing it with my finger so I don't get too much product on there, and I keep it right on the lid. Okay, so then we're going to go into this purple shade in the palette called Lilac, and I'm taking that on an F70 concealer brush, and I'm just going to take this over the entire lid. And you want to pat this color on so you get as much pigmentation as possible and it's nice and vibrant. Okay, so now I'm going to take this E32 Exact Blend brush and I'm going to go into the shade Violet in the palette, which is like the darkest purple. And I'm basically just going to take this right on the outer and inner corner of where we put that lilac shade and run it through the crease a little bit as well. Then I'm just going to go back with my E25, no additional product, and just blend this entire edge in the crease. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more of that Peony shade just to intensify the pink in the crease again. And mixing that pink and purple really gives it a nice shade. Okay, and just to add some sparkle, because we are doing a Disney princess look, and what Disney princess doesn't have a little bit of sparkle, I'm going to take this MAC Press Pigment in Moth, and I'm just going to run my finger through it, like really get a bunch on my finger like that. And then I'm just going to tap this on the eye to kind of give a little bit of sparkle to the whole eye, like an overlay of glitter. So it just gives it a nice little sheen and a Disney princess factor. And you could do this with any kind of silver, purpley glitter. You don't have to use these MAC Press pigments, but this is what I have, so I decided to use it. And then I'm going to take this shade over here called Naked. It's a nice like pinky toned cream color. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone quickly with it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eye Kohl, and I'm going to tightline my eyes. Okay, and so now I'm going to take my EO5 eyeliner brush, and I'm going to take this Blackout shade, which is just a very matte dark black. And I'm basically going to give myself a winged liner with the shadow because Elsa's eyeliner isn't very, it's not very, it's like kind of smoked out. So I want to do it with shadow rather than liner to make it a little bit softer. And honestly, this is mostly just to kind of thicken up the lash line and make the lashes look nice and lush. But I am going to give a tiny little wing out here in the corner. Our eyes are basically done, at least the top is, so I'm going to coat my lashes with this L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and then I'm going to pop on these Makeup Academy Glamour Long and Lush lashes. I know I've been using these in like all of my looks recently, but they're incredible and I absolutely love them, so I'm going to keep using them. Okay guys, now we're going to move on to skin. I'm first going to prime my skin with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. Love this primer for perfecting the skin and filling in the pores. I think I like it even more than the Porefessional. It's like really, really great. Okay, and now for foundation, I'm going to use my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous in the shade Nude Beige. This is like very, very light, and Elsa is very, very fair, which is why I chose to use it, because if you're frozen, you're probably really pale. So go as light as you want with your foundation. Obviously, if you're darker than me, then go a little darker. It's fine. But if you want to stay true to Elsa, then I would definitely lighten up my foundation. And I'm just going to put that on with a damp beauty blender in purple because Elsa's makeup is purple. Okay, and now I'm just going to perfect my skin a little bit further with my Fit Me concealer. And with a lighter shade of my Fit Me concealer, I'm going to conceal under my eyes. And highlight my face. And now I'm just going to set everything with my Becca translucent blotting powder because, I don't know, I just want to set everything and lock it into place. I don't really want any more coverage or anything. So I'm just putting that on with this F30 large powder brush from Sigma. And then just to set further under the eyes, I'm going to take my Soft Blend concealer brush and just take that powder on it and pat it under my eye just to lock that concealer in place. Okay, so to finish up the eyes, I'm going to take that eyeliner pencil again, and I'm going to line my waterline halfway. So like not all the way into the inner corner, but like stop about 3/4 of the way. And then on a pencil brush, I'm going to go into Lilac, and I'm going to just buff this under the lash line and only take it about halfway in. And then I'm going to take a bit of Papaya as well and run it right along where we put Lilac. And then on that same concealer brush we used on our lid, I'm going to go into this color here called Oyster. It's like a goldy white shade, and I'm just going to highlight this inner corner with it to brighten up the eye. And now I'm just going to coat my lower lashes with that same Telescopic mascara. Okay, so we're not going to bronze today, but we are going to contour because we kind of want to chisel our face out. So I'm actually going to contour with the bronze shade from the palette just because it's a little bit lighter, and since I went lighter on my foundation today, I want to do a lighter contour shade. So I'm just going to go in my cheekbones and kind of round out the apples of my cheeks, so I kind of want to swoop up my contour right here. Then I'm just going to go quickly around the temples just to contour my forehead, just a tiny, tiny bit. And then around the nose to do the same thing. And then for blush on the cheeks, I'm actually going to mix Carnation and Rosy together because it's nice and pinky, but it's like a little bit redder. So I'm going to mix those on an F40 brush and then pop that on the backs of my cheeks, actually on the apples of my cheeks too, because she does have pretty prominent cheek color. I'm actually going to take whatever's left on my brush and just run it along my nose to kind of give you like that cold red nose look that Elsa actually does have in like all of her pictures. So just take whatever's left on your brush, kind of run it down the center of your face. Okay, and finally for lips, I'm first going to start off by lining my lips with this NYX lip liner in the shade Rose. For lipstick, I chose this Milani Color Statement lipstick in the shade Fruit Punch because it really looks exactly like the lip color that Elsa has on in all of her pictures, so that's why I chose it. And just messed up my whole lip line. Okay guys, that is it for my Princess Elsa from Frozen Halloween makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped you figure out how to do your makeup if you're actually going to be Elsa for Halloween. So give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel if you are not already so that you'll be up to date with all of my new videos. And leave me comments down below letting me know who your favorite Disney princess is. I think mine has to be Rapunzel from Tangled. I love that movie. But Elsa's right up there with her. But yeah, I hope you like this one. Please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you all in my next one. I love you guys. Bye.